not an option for me.
Be not afraid
To climb the tallest mountain,
Be not afraid
to sail the stormy sea,
Be not afraid
tell someone I love you.
Be not afraid
Faith and courage conquer fear.
Sometimes many people use feelings. That's why Rudy was right. Not just feelings. In love, you also have to think. That's why sometimes it's love like when you see that person, wow, you're like in the clouds, you're like in the heavens. That's more of heart than mind. In a true sense, love is sometimes equated with sex. Is that correct? If you love me, let's do it. There in the bushes. Is that true? No. Love is sometimes equated with sex. That's why, for John Paul II, it's not just about love, but love and responsibility. Okay? Love and responsibility. In the church, contraception is wrong because it diminishes, it destroys that responsibility. There's a big debate in the Philippines right now because the Philippines is one of the few countries which opposes contraception, etc. Because the church is very strong. But they are fighting against the church, really. And they're pushing for the reproductive health bill, which says that you distribute condoms anywhere. Okay? Because the population is growing, says the politicians. Okay? But the church has its stand. We do not allow that. Why? Because what does it mean when you are given condoms, for instance? Let's just do sex anywhere. Anyway, no one will become pregnant. What about the responsibility? What about the commitment to that other person? What about seeing Christ in the other? If love is equated with the sexual act, then it is reduced. Of course, love is also with sex, right? Especially in married couples. You cannot be married and do nothing. Stare at each other. Honey, what do you want to do? In fact, in the Catholic Church, the real finish, the real side of marriage is when the couple does the sexual act. That really finishes the marriage. And that's why we have they have honeymoon. Okay? That's why contraception, because it reduces the greatness, the beauty of sex, and the beauty of love. And if you have questions later on, I will make this short so that you can have questions. Okay? I was telling to Wiz that when I attended the World Youth Day in Madrid, I met a young man from Norway. Okay, because there was a Dominican mass there. And I met a young man from Norway. I was just taking pictures, the Koreans, the Spaniards, and there was these two Norwegian guys. And this guy was handsome, was good looking, etc. Took his picture, even posed for me. And then I said, "Do you want to become a priest?" It was a joke because he doesn't look like he wants to be a priest. No? And then he said, "Yes, Father." All people, yeah? There are many people who look holy, but I did not ask them. But there was this guy who looks like, a rock star or something. But when I asked him to be a priest, he wanted to become a priest. And I said, "Oh, I won't let this go because we need more priests. I won't let this guy go." Okay? And then I was talking to him, and then he said something very important. "Father," he said, "I want to be a priest, but something is holding me back." I said, "What's that?" "I cannot give up sex." What? I cannot give up sex. I have a girlfriend, but I cannot give up sex. I said, "How old are you?" I think 17 or 18. He said, "So your life is about sex?" "Well, I can't give up sex." I mean, it's a matter of choice, baby. I said, you have to choose. Will you control your sexual urges, or will sex control you? The same is true with us. if we're too emotional with love, another... Because we are sexual beings. Do you think I'm a sexual being? Very good. Okay. Yeah, of course I am a sexual being. Because I am also a guy. I'm also a human being. I'm also sexual. But of course, in the words of the Bible, we gave it for the kingdom of heaven.
Not very much.
But you most probably will get married, okay? So, do not be confused with all of these things. Love is great. Love is great. And we was talking about the lofty, the noble ideal of love. But in your instances, we talk about romantic love. How do you balance these things? How do you understand that kind of love? Love is also about waiting, sacrifice. I just want to do things to love because, I'm about that age, I'm waiting, I'm already 99 years old, I still don't have a boyfriend or something. I mean, love also has to wait. Love has to sacrifice, all those things. Are we still confused with what love is? And therefore, is love equated with the sexual urges? I hope not. Let me just end with this quotation from Romans chapter 1. Paul to the Romans chapter 1 verse 24. Okay, Romans chapter 1 verse 24. The book of Romans chapter 1 verse 24. Therefore, God also gave them up to uncleanness in the lusts of their hearts, to dishonor their bodies among themselves. That's sad, because many of us give in to our lusts, to our sexual urges. Can we do it? A last quotation. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says here, no temptation has overtaken you, except such as is common to man. But God is faithful. He will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. He will not test us if we cannot handle it. But with the temptation, will also make the way of escape that you may be able to bear it. God is so good and God loves us so much that when He came as a human being, the world, the universe had to wait 2,000 years before Christ came. But, like what we said, it's about love. He came because of love. And that love, we ought to practice and have that love also. And how will we do that? Well, a lot of sacrifice. A lot of waiting also. And there, in your romantic love, I hope your vision is clearer. It's not just about accomplishing things for the sake of finishing. It's not just about doing sex or everything. It's not just about heart, but a lot of things together, especially the grace of God. And therefore, love will become much fuller, beautiful in the eyes of God and the eyes of humans.